I wanted to do a build of this. I've already had one of these before. I think it may have been a different color. I don't remember the white one, but again, it's been several years since I got the original Roger Dodger. And back then, they were called still Mega Constructs. They have changed their name since then to Mega, which this one says 2020 though, so it could have been this very same one. But for $4.73, am I going to leave this on the shelf? No, I like these a lot. They're a lot of fun. Plus, if I get a second one, the great thing about Lego is, or Mega Construct or anything else, if you get two, that's great. You can always use it for something else. If I get two of this one, I can always make the second one into a robot transformer looking car. You can always make it into like a mass car. One thing I really hate is that the instructions are rolled up in there. I'm glad that at least the people at Lego decided not to do that anymore. The other ones you can get in this line are the, well, they just got them by, there's no names on here. This one is called Roger Dodger, which I actually just made a Hot Wheels video about Roger Dodger, one of the cars I recently got. So it's not, it's been around since 1970. I think that's when a Roger Dodger was first premiered. And then they redid the design a little bit. They tweaked it in around, I think, 2015. So I guess you could check out either last week or the week before for that Hot Wheel review. But this is a Hot Wheels. So I could have done this on Wednesday, but I was feeling today's a good day for it. I really don't want to, you know, there's nothing on the YouTubes right now. I was going to watch Michael Knowles, but he's not on right now. So there's no numbers for these bags, so you just dump everything out and get to work. The figures are much more small, and if you haven't seen how small they are compared to the Lego figures, I did compare them in one of the first videos I ever did of these, because I was blown away myself at how small they are. So I mean, I don't mind that at all. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, which is weird because I thought they were going to be the same size as their regular, like Mega Constructs Halo figures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, and they do other ones too. But the three main ones I know are the He-Man, Mega Constructs, Halo, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So he's actually already built, so that's good. We got this little figure right here. I like he has a cowboy hat. He looks an awful lot like a certain race car driver. I can't quite put my name. I'm not a race car fan, but my dad is, so I've met them when I was a kid, a few of the race car drivers, because my dad used to hang out with those people. So he kind of reminds me a lot of one in particular. Has a mustache and always wore a cowboy hat, except of course when he's in the car. And I can't think of it. I can't think of his name. But if you can remind me and put it in the comments, or if you're actually watching live right now, you can just tell me right now. All right, so it's going to be a little awkward because I got the lamp right on top of me almost. But it says to put together the figure. He's actually put together, so that's a good thing. The only other thing is this is going to be awfully hard to keep it from rolling. That's what I hate about this. Yeah, there we go. So I know it's a car, so we want it to roll, but I don't want the instructions to roll. Oh, and it's one of those things where they show you the little arrows that point to where you're going to put these things at. You just got to look at the second set to show where it really does go. Those arrows don't really help me much at all. I really don't like them. This is a 2020 set, so if they've gotten better, hopefully they've learned. Maybe they got some constructive criticism. So see how the arrows, they point to where you're putting it? That doesn't help me at all. It shows, oh, all six of those little blue studs right there, see they're blue because they're going to be used. That still doesn't tell me where to put it. I mean, I can't tell if it's at the very front or the back, so I have to look at the second part of the instructions. That's where I'm actually, you know, trying to figure out where to put these things. So that's just one little tip if you're building these things, because arrows do not help in this particular thing. And I hope that they've gotten some positive feedback about that. You know, sometimes negative feedback is positive because you can learn how to improve. Negative feedback, in my opinion, is whenever you're saying, you're no good, you're a loser, and it's like, you can't do anything about it. There's nothing, I'm a loser, oh well. I reckon I'll be a loser for the rest of my life. I mean, I wish I was a fat loser. Like, although I mean, I've been walking lately, so maybe I'm starting to lose some. That'd be great, but all this up here, this super deals, man, they started selling some dirt cheap candy, and it is good. It's and Slim Jims. I mean, it's like a lot of Slim Jims. I'm sure they're healthy, right? You know, because it's a meat snack. It's not like I'm eating chocolate, although I did get some dark chocolate because after eating some of those spicy things, I was like, my mouth's on fire and I have nothing to put it out. Even though dark chocolate is not going to help as much as milk chocolate, but better than nothing, because I had me a pickled sausage, and even though they're just pickled and not hot, you know, the hot tamamas or Tijuana mama, that's what it is, Tijuana mama. They're not really hot, but I don't know. I used to eat hot food when I was a kid, and that's why people say, that's how you're so mean, you got so much hot food in you. And I was like, well, I guess maybe I've sweetened up over the years. I don't know, because I just don't handle it as well as I used to. All right, let me make sure I'm right on par, because I'm covering up where I'm having to keep it flat. So it's covering up where it tells you what pieces you're going to use in this step. So I hope I don't miss anything along the way. So it's not hard to put these things together. You will be underwhelmed if you're used to bigger cars. First off, they make them 3 blocks wide, which is really weird for a foundation to be only 3 instead of 4 blocks wide. That is one thing that is really strange. Some of the pieces are not going to be what you're thinking they are, so you got to be really careful and pay attention to them. So if you're only done Legos your entire life, or Lego, I should say, Legos is not the plural of Lego. I've been scolded by other Lego collectors over that. All right, so this is one of the side things. Now, this is not the one I want to use. This is going to go on the left of whatever. There's no driver's side of this thing. It's a single only. Here's the one I want. So there's 2 different. These are different. They are different, so you got to pay attention to it. So this is the front. So yeah, you want it to swoosh away from the front. All right, turning it back around again. It would help if they could do more than 1 piece per page, or, well, there's 2 steps per page, and only 1 piece per step, it seems like. All right, I got 2 of these pieces, though, the same one, but they go in the same spot. Yep, it's going to be a hot day today. All those cooler days we had, they're gone. They're gone. That's it. We're back to a hot time. I was wanting to go out this morning to go walk in. As soon as I got there, my leg was so sore. So sorry, I'm not, as energetic as I could be, but I'm also old. And of course, I know all of you are, because only old people come here. All right. So anybody have an idea who that that race car driver is? Because he is sure like burning like my brain. I'm trying to figure it out. Richard Petty, maybe? I don't know names anymore. I really didn't know him to begin with. I don't like watching people go in circles wasting gas. I mean, that's my little pet peeve about it. My dad does, though. He can watch it for hours, and I'm like, why are you watching people just roll in circles for hours? But, then I sit there and criticize him, and then I can watch somebody transform a transformer for 40 minutes on the YouTube. I was here this morning going, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I got up, so I don't sit down for that whole time. But, I mean, I realized I have watched your entire thing. I can't believe it, because I thought I'd be bored by now, because it's just fascinating to watch somebody transform. It was the Tripredicus, or whatever his name is. No, Tripredicus was the insect guy from Beast Wars. It was one that was never in the American animation, but I definitely remember it being in the non-computer generated either Beast Wars Neo or Beast Wars 2, because I remember that cringy face he made. Or maybe I'm thinking I do have some Beast Wars manga, so he might have been in the manga is what I remember that face, though, he made whenever, and it was exactly this one they captured in the robot. So I was like, wow. And I had that back in the day. I think it was a Target exclusive back when we had a Target. I used to live in a city. Big old cities. I do not like living in a city, but that was then. Well, that was a long time ago. Back in the 90s. Finally, I got to move out away from the city. All right. Just if you live in the city, I'm not saying that you're bad or anything. I'm just saying it's not for me. I don't know. I don't like to have people living right beside of me. Although down here, it's like during the summertime, it feels like I'm in a city. But most of the time, it's okay. It's much better. All right. So where y'all from? Anybody here from Texas? Raise your hand if you're from Texas. I want to see if anybody here's from Texas. Anybody here from Mississippi? Is anybody here from Boston? All right, well, I'm not getting much of the feedback I was hoping to get, but oh well. All right, now here's where I'm going to be a little confused. Are these all different, or are they all the same? So far, See, sometimes though, some of these, there's 2 front ones and 2 back ones. I think in this situation, they're all the same. So that's a little good just for the simplicity of what we're doing. And I forgot to put a little yellow piece in the middle. Not like I can't do it afterwards. One thing that I think is interesting is they use pieces now that are colors that won't be in the final thing, so that you know that you've actually did it. There's no that color's not showing in the end. All right. Need a white piece like this one right here. All right, page. This is step number 21. Now we're going to step number 22. We're putting the front wheel wells in, or I guess they're called fenders. See how it's so weird to have it just 3 bricks wide or 5 bricks wide. It's an odd number. I'm not used to that at all. I'm like, I like it. No, don't get me wrong. This is a cool car, but it's just a weird way of thinking about it. That's all. Well, I wouldn't say weird. It's just not what you're accustomed to. Weird has a negative connotation. I don't mind being weird. I used to have a saying when I was younger. I used to be odd for God. I'm like, I remember one time one of the girls in, was back when I was in 11th grade or 12th grade, she said, "You're not weird. Everybody else is weird. You're just normal." I'm like, all right. Well, I guess by definition, that makes me the oddball. I think what she was trying to say is I'm just like her grandmother. I was the Mr. Goody Two-Shoes or something like that. All right, we got this steering wheel right there. Now we're going to put in for the rear view mirrors. Why do you even need rear view mirrors if you're racing, I guess? Well, I guess to see people you I guess you have to pull out in front of them or something. I don't know. But it's okay. It's not like a big whoopee-doo. Well, speaking of whoopee, she has lost her mind. Yeah, last night I was watching Mark on the YouTubes, and he is end of week comic something. I'm too tired. I can't really watch it, but I fell asleep yesterday, so I was like, when I woke up, I was like, all right, well, midnight's kind of coming in, so I'll watch something on YouTube and give her a chance to come in after I do it. So she may not even see me come, like, going to the door and open it. And I was like, oh, he's talking about Star Trek. I didn't even know Mark does not like Star Trek. And he even said he doesn't have much of a clue. And I'm like, yes, because I love Star Trek. Because one time I said something and he was, well, that's very negative to say. And I think he was being serious, but I'm going, I don't think he understands. I was making a Star Trek reference. I was like, we are the Borg. You will be, gosh, I can't remember now. Resistance is futile. And I don't know what he was thinking I was saying, but I was like, no, I'm just referencing the Borg. That's all I'm saying. But I don't think he ever watched Star Trek. I grew up, Star Trek was my thing. When I was a kid, I had a Star Trek shirt that, not with the like Star Trek logo on it. Like, it looked like I belonged on the Starship Enterprise, like I was actually serving on it back in the 70s cartoon. Oh, this is going to be a complicated one. I got to roll this back. And so it was Spock's shirt. It was a blue shirt, and it had the insignias right here, and those things, they crumbled off before the end of the year. I wore it every day in first grade. Well, not every day. I wore it every week, but I wanted to wear it every day, but Mom was like, nope, gotta wash it. I didn't understand that. I was like, wash it. But it ain't dirty. It's Star Trek. Just put it in some kind of magic machine to make it. Just like send me in the teleporter, and it'll clean it by, during the teleportation. Transporter. All right. There's a close-up of my big hairy arm. All right. There's a lot of pieces going all over the place now. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. I mean, I'm following directions, but I'm just like not sure what the outcome's going to be yet. Here's another place you got to pay attention to. This one goes on the front, actually. I think it goes on that part right there. Make sure you put the lightning bolts on correctly. Then put the yellow thing on. Well, I've had seen 2 people sneak on here and take a peek at what I'm doing today. Too bad they ain't hanging out. It must be, must think they're too cool for me. I don't know. That's okay. I don't expect anybody. I'm going to be doing this anyway, so I might as well see if anybody else is out there. There's lonely admission. Some people wish they had somebody in their life. Anyway. Whew. All right, we got to put the I don't know what these parts are called. I'm not going to like fake you and think, oh, you know about engines. No, I don't know anything about engines. I just know I like cars. I think they look good, but fixing them, I ain't got a clue. I'll be honest. I mean, I could do some things, but I can't do everything. Oh, that's a shame. It's right there. I thought it'd be like, oh, okay, I got it off good. There's some sprue residue, or like plastic left over from the sprues. Okay, so we got the engine going right there. Got a close up on my big hairy arm. We got that head thing on the motor. I don't know what it's called. Is there a certain way it needs to go? Because look, you need to look, and then maybe there's a front and a back, but it looks the same on both sides. So there is a lot of cheap pieces in this. It just is what it is. But then again, aren't Hot Wheels going that way too? They're getting to where they got cheap pieces all over them. All right. Got the exhaust pipes. Get your engine running. Head out. I hope I'm back. I don't know if I got a copyright strike for singing "Born to Be Wild." It's like, I sound just like, you know, whoever originally sang it, so I get it. All right, it's at something 46, 47. Okay, so it's running. It is up and running. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, see, I don't know. I mean, it's like people like want me to come onto the live thing sometimes. It's like I can't, because I'll like, that thing will cop out on me probably. Like right now, most of the people in this neighborhood, well, they're probably mostly asleep right now. I don't ever see many people. It's like we don't have a lot of people in our neighborhood, because I see them at like Memorial Day weekend. Whew, yeah, I had people. I mean, houses I thought were abandoned. Suddenly there was people there. I was like, this is weird. Okay, so we're almost getting there. We're getting there. We got a few more pieces to go. Okay. And these pieces are going to hold on to the window. And then we got a big old cheap piece right here. We got the windshield. Okay, so we can put the figure in right now. Although, to get him secured, ain't probably going to happen. So there's Richard Petty. I think that's his name. I still have not put this on yet. That's so weird. We're almost at the end here. We only got this. Is there a way it goes? 60. Is Richard Petty 68? I wonder if this is Richard Petty, because it sure does look like, I think that's his name. I don't know. I do not know. Something's not right, because this has got a lot of overhang. It doesn't go that way, though. I think, what, did I mess up somewhere? Because it's got a lot of overhang. I guess that looks fine. How do you think it looks? All right, we got to put the chassis on the back. Now, let's closely inspect all the wheels, make sure they're all correct. They're all the same size, and it appears they are. On some vehicles, not all of them. I mean, there could be a chance of them being big in the back and small in the front, or nowadays big in the front, which makes no sense. I don't want any kind of thing to do with that. I saw one of those the other day. I was like, nope, not for me. And then we got the rear view mirrors. And that's it. We got our Roger Dodger. And, so does it roll? It rolls. It's got rubber tires, which is great, but you can't do any skidding, or what is it that Timmy Stenigan likes to do? He likes to do the drifting. I just like to do like parking, like yeah, it's not going to do that. All right, so we got, gosh, I think that looks like Richard Petty to me. Like, I don't know names again, but I don't remember. I just know that you know, Dad's got his opinions on every one of them, good or bad. So in the back we got our tail lights. On the side we got the Hot Wheels logo. So there are tampos on these. There's no stickers to put on that. Thank God, I hate stickers. I thought for sure I was going to have to put some on the mirrors, because I've done them before and it's a pain to put those in. I don't know if it's on this or the Hot Wheels, or not Hot Wheels, the I made a Lamborghini one time for Lego. It was the white Lamborghini. That thing cost $20. So this is smaller than that Lamborghini, but it's also not $20. So it's also, Roger Dodger is not a licensed vehicle like a Ford or anything. So there's that too. Now there is a Dodge car, but I don't think it's called Roger Dodger. There's Dodge, the company. So guys, I picked this up at $473. Normally they're like $12.99. I know I got this Cowboy. I don't know if it came with the white car. I may have made a video about it in my first days, but I doubt it. I bet it's older than that. So I will find out when I put this on the computer, saying like, all right, you know, because I keep up with everything I buy and I put down the colors sometimes. But it is from 2020, so it could altogether be possible. So what do you guys think? Is this going to be something you want to add to your collection? Now, I would check your Dollar Generals out and see if they got any. I don't know Walmart's. They got Legos, but it's mostly Pokemon, and that's about it. That's the only Mega stuff I see there. I don't know where. We need Mega Halo coming out. We need that stuff. And I wish these were like the Halo figures, you know, the articulation. We need more of that stuff coming out, because that stuff was amazing. I love it. I wish this was the same exact size as those, so I could put like a Halo figure in there, or maybe He-Man driving a car. That would be awesome. I don't know. Maybe he will fit. Maybe I'll make a separate video about He-Man. I don't have any handy to throw in there. I do have a Halo. Hold on. Sit right here for a minute. Let me go get the Halo figure. He's about the same size. Okay. Don't go anywhere. I'm not back yet. I also found a Ninja. I was like, wait a minute, there's a Ninja for Lego. In case you've never seen how the comparison of size are on these things. Whoops, right on the floor. Yeah. He's a ninja. He's high. He did his little secret escape thing. So here is a Ninjago figure. Whoa. So you can't use the cowboy hat because it's not going to work for the Ninjago figure. This is how tiny he is compared to a Ninjago figure, which is your standard Lego figure, of course. He looks like a little child compared to him with a mustache. A child with a mustache. You laugh, but you're in the South. And then there's a Lego figure beside of a Halo figure. All right, so let's see if it could be a Ninja sports car. What was that? There was a movie called American Ninja. Was that? Well, his backpack's going to keep him from getting comfortable, that's for sure. Well, I don't want you to go away not knowing if you can actually fit in there at all. So we take his backpack off of this particular figure, because that backpack is not normal. So let's see if a regular Lego figure can fit in this comfortably. Yeah, and you can even push his little, I pushed him right in there so he won't fall out. See? Now, can I put the roof on? Oh, that's a good question. Thanks for asking. Yeah, okay. I didn't know if it would because his head seems to be pushing up against it. Now, if he had his helmet on, I don't think so. Let's try and find out. I know you want to know, because you might want to have hair on your figure, or a, no, see, as tall as that is. Well, let's find out. Let's just prove it. No, it's not going to happen. Now, can Halo figures fit in here? I doubt it, seriously, and that's a shame, because this is cross-marketing. When you're making something for your own company, why not do that? That's why people make everything in this Barbie size. Every doll is pretty much made around Barbie size, because they think people will buy it so they can use the same clothing and everything. Nowadays it's a little different. Bratz kind of broke that mold, but for a long time, everybody wanted to be Barbie size. Jim also kind of broke that mold. She was 12.5 inch. And then Wonder Woman before her, so maybe not, but overall, if you make a generic something, you want it to go with the regular things. I just noticed there's no feet room for him. I was trying to get his feet to go into something, there's no hole there for it. So, I mean, you can make it look kind of like he's like, woo, you're joyriding, but he ain't gonna sit down all the way. All right, so I really do wish they make these cars a little bit bigger and make the figures like this. Mattel, if you're listening, we love your Halo figures. The reason these are $4.73 is because I'm the only person in the world that actually likes these, but which one do I prefer? Oh, if I had to pick one of these, you better believe it'd be this one. But I do like the cowboy hat, but I'm just saying I'd rather have this one. Between all three of these, Lego, sorry, I'd rather have a Mega Block figure over a Halo figure any day. I just think that, I mean, they're neat, they're cool, they're pocket size, you put them in your pocket, but look at this. I mean, you got great articulation on these. So come on, Mattel, let's get your stuff together here. Make some Hot Wheels and make some figures that work with the Halo. Let's have some cross-platform playability. We want to sandbox this thing. We want our He-Mans driving Hot Wheels and fighting against the Halo figures. Make it happen. All right, have a great day. I hope I'm still alive. Oh, okay, there we go. And I have to take this off the thing to get the button. Oh, no, there it is. All right, well, hey, thanks for watching.